gamers.
Am I allowed to be on my cell phone the entire episode?
Depends. You have to be looking up
Reddit.
pictures of Thane's feet.
Oh, I got that covered.
Covered. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Countdown Simulator, hosted by your host, Thane Peterman. Thane Peterman is here to help us count down every episode we do.
I didn't take your mic.
I think it's hilarious when he counts down. Did you think about this guy?
It's not the black one.
For sure.
You know, Thane's has always been the black one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Zay,
Well,
you're,
why is his face? What's going on here?
I
you
used
moved it.
Yeah, we used it.
It's
Cole
in front
used
of
it.
you. Just put it in front of you.
Cole
Yeah.
used it.
It's great.
I like it like that.
I don't like it like that either, but it's the only way I can
I
do
can't.
it.
No, I can't now because look, he's to my right. It usually went right there, but I can't now because he's right next to my ass.
Exactly, yeah. That's why we had to put it in front.
Yeah.
Because we had to shove the chairs really close together for the Pokemon thing.
But listen, guys, the point is
Zay's an angry gamer.
we're gonna get a Foten. We're gonna get a Foten.
Fix my mic now after 3 seasons. Don't.
Deborah!
I'm not re-signing my. I'm not signing a new
Producer?
contract.
Agent.
I'm not
My
signing.
agent will hear about
I'm not,
this.
I'm not signing on for another season.
What? Why?
Hey, you signed a contract for 7 seasons straight.
Yeah, and it's 90 episodes a season. It's like 7 years. That's like almost. No, that's double. It's almost like 14 years.
We'll do this podcast till we're 45.
Hey, and once we hit 45, we got to change the name.
Yeah, to the Rad Dads.
Yeah, Talking Dad. Yeah.
I hope we all have kids at that point, so we can't do that.
Guys, welcome to Talking Dad podcast.
We're going to talk about our dad bods and
Dude,
our,
that'd
and
be
our
kinda
sketchers.
crazy if we took it full circle and we all had kids by then.
Oh my god.
And then we ended up doing that.
It'll come back.
Crazy.
Let's give each other. I'm gonna give myself 10 years to get married and have 3 kids. That's my window. You know what? 10 years, 1 kid at least. Because I'll be 32.
Yeah, by 45,
Jeez,
I mean,
yeah, I
you're
should.
giving yourself
I
a lot of
should.
time.
Yeah. If I want to, and I want to, I should probably get on that at some point.
Cole, you still have a lot of time.
Yeah.
What age do you think that I should really start, like, trying to find a girl to get married to and have kids?
I think
Honestly,
26 or 27.
Dude,
is
you
probably
could.
prime.
No, you probably don't
so
want to do
basically
this.
where my brother is.
You
then.
probably don't want to do this,
And
but
they-
you could be a dad into your
Yeah.
60s.
Oh, no, I don't want to do
You probably
that,
don't
though.
wanna do
No.
that.
I want to have my
Uh,
kids and still be able to enjoy them, you know?
Hey,
That's true.
My grandfather.
Hey, you might just,
Well, no, I think they had all their kids before he got real old. But he's 11 years older than my grandmother.
What about Jordan?
He's 20. What is he? He's Thane's
like
age.
25,
He was
26.
pretty. He was born when your grandparents
He's
were pretty
25.
Grandma's like 42 or something.
So was
Pretty
she? Yeah,
old.
they're like
Oh,
4 years
okay.
older.
I guess
than
it's not that bad then.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I think the sweet spot is probably like 26 to 28.
I
like,
agree with
get
that.
married.
You know,
that way, yeah, you're young enough, but you're also
Yeah, you're giving yourself time to have fun.
you'll be able to enjoy the kids.
A little dancing around.
so that means I got 4 to 5 years to really try to make something of myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got the rest of your life, but I mean, if you only give yourself 4 or 5 years, good on you.
Yep. Well, I want to give a nice little shout out before we really get into the meat and bones of this podcast.
Are we all going to do a shout out? Let's all do our own separate shout out.
Okay, yeah.
Well, my shout out's just a Thane.
Oh, to Thane? Okay.
Thane
then
has
why?
been really good this past week. I don't think any of you guys know. Well, you guys know, but
Yeah.
none of the people listening, I don't think they actually know. But Thane has been rocking Death Stranding. He is the one playing. We're recording together, of course, but then he's been the one editing them. And they've been coming out daily since he's gotten started with it.
Well, they are pretty easy to edit. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
they're hard and they're great.
Very
Yeah.
hard video to make.
Yeah, it's
Thane.
very hard. I mean, putting in the title card and then putting in an end card, it takes so many hours of preparation. It's so hard.
I'm just
You know
glad
what
he's
must-
doing something. I'm just
Yeah.
not going to lie.
Exactly.
I'm
Do
just
you know what
glad he's
must be
doing
really hard,
something.
though?
What?
What's great, but must be truly difficult, is to provide all those funny gaming moments. Like you
Yeah.
falling down that hillside. You can't
Yeah.
walk properly.
Thank you for falling down
Thane,
that hill.
Dude, I laughed at that.
Did he send you the one about where he kept falling in the lake?
I haven't watched it yet.
How about the
No.
belly flop
I haven't.
one?
I just haven't watched
Did
it
you see
yet.
the belly flop
Thane, you got to
one?
find those Twitter clips and send them to Zay.
He sent you some.
They're
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I need to
I
get
haven't
some
looked
from
at it yet, though.
Pokemon.
What
to
are
be
they then,
honest.
Thane?
Just clips.
They're not. They're just clips.
Maybe not just designed for Twitter.
Okay, clips for social media.
You've got a better memory about what you think was funny in the episodes that we do, so you need to like remind me about some Pokemon ones because I don't remember anything from their playthrough of that. I just know the gist of what's going on, and then I name the episode.
So maybe what we should do then is when we're playing, have a little notepad or something. You're like, oh, that's funny, and then jot down a time. Like,
But that just sounds like that
Timestamp.
just feels like unnatural because
Yeah.
we're not going to be cutting. I'm not going to cut myself out writing down on a notepad that was
Yeah.
funny. 7 minutes and 30 seconds was very funny.
okay, then
Get
this is
clip.
what we should do then. At the end
Could you
of
say like
each episode,
Or do you go through the whole episode? You go through the whole episode and you edit, right?
Not with these recent
Oh,
ones.
I was gonna
No.
say if you say like something, if you say like a key word, then you'll know.
Well, yeah, like if
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm listening to them, if I'm going through the whole thing, I'm going to catch them regardless.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to catch the funny things because you'll be like Skylar laughing his butt off in his room while he's editing.
we had
True.
some good ones, dude. We had some good ones, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you,
I
like-
do.
Something happens and like really funny happens. That would be a clippable moment. And every time I just say, "Whoa, that's a spunky monkey."
That's the
Spunky
word.
monkey.
We use spunky monkey.
Spunky monkey.
I
Brass
think
monkey.
I think what we could do is at the end of each episode make a mental note in our head, like after the episode, be like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's the way to do
future-
it.
Yeah.
future Thane, make sure you go back through this episode, and if you say it right at the end where they're gonna go and cut, they'll be able to go
I
find
remember
it.
that.
You know-
I remember that Death Stranding clip. I think it's like that ordeal. I think is way too long for a clip. Maybe just like
Just snip it
yeah,
up.
Yeah.
It has to be
cut it
not
up.
what is it, a minute that we got on Twitter?
Yeah.
I mean, or you could be
don't
like
know.
Skylar and be like,
do longer
"Hi,
than
Twitter."
Yeah.
when something funny
Yeah.
I did that.
happens.
I did that in Pokemon, didn't I?
I don't remember.
Maybe it's Death Stranding.
You know
I'm
what's
pretty sure
funny?
it's Death Stranding.
Where
I
you
thought it
got
was kind of stupid.
A
I'm
clip
not
you
gonna lie,
guys should have
Sky.
made though. I think
I'm gonna keep
Sky-
doing it for
I
you.
should have left it out.
What I was
I left
laughing
it
at, I
in.
heard you guys doing the gameplay for Death Stranding. It was what's it called? Sky said Norman Fetus,
Yeah.
and then Cole and Thane both got pissed instantly. They're like, you need to shut the hell up. It's like, whoa, bro.
Wait, what do we do?
Yeah, you're like, Thane's like, dude,
When did we
that's
do
that's
that?
not even funny. Yeah, you guys were playing a couple of
No.
days ago, and one of you guys said that's not even funny, dude. Yeah, and then someone else, the other guy's like,
No.
yeah, dude, that's just overplayed. You said
But
it way too
you
many
want to
times.
know
Let me
where it
explain.
came from?
Oh,
You know
I
what's
remember
funny
this
though is because it's a
conversation.
baby.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
Yeah.
saying. It's
So
Norman
I
and
understand
Fetus.
it.
I didn't
understand
recognize
it.
that.
Let me
Thank you.
explain.
I'll-
Thank you.
Can I
Yeah.
get?
I thought it
put
was-
my
I
side?
thought it
No,
was
banished. Delete him from
No,
the chat.
I heard it. I heard it. If
Yeah.
you go back to the video, if you guys left it in, then
I-
you can hear
I'm
it.
sure Thane
Left
left it
everything
in.
pretty
So
much.
Okay, then
this
you
is
can-
this
you
is
can
the
hear
thought
that.
process. What happened? I'm pretty sure I
Did he
remember.
say it more than once?
Oh, I said it. I'll
Skylar
say it
said
every
it a
episode.
lot. Skylar
Probably.
said it a lot.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe
But the
that's
first
why.
time he said it, we didn't see the baby yet. And I didn't think anything of it. And he said it, and then Thane's the one
Oh.
that said, "Oh, that joke is way overplayed." And I thought to myself, he's just rhyming his name Redis with fetus. Like that's just stupid. And then I didn't really realize until the baby showed up. And then I think even in the episode I went, "Oh yeah, that's actually kind of good."
Yeah.
But then,
thank you.
But then Skylar kept going with it, and that's when it became dumb.
Hey, that's me. I just wear the heck out of everything.
This guy beat that joke in the ground.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
here goes
joke-
Thane.
That joke was made back when the first reveal trailer was made. So already
yeah,
that joke was dead.
It's a very old joke.
Pro Jared made it when he was doing his E3 coverage. He was
Before
like,
he was
he
bad.
was holding his Norman fetus. So I was like, oh, that's good. That's good.
Or like
and then Sky says,
while
like,
he was
Sky,
bad, rather,
that's a
right?
dead joke.
Oh, at the time you said it.
At
Hey,
the time he was being
hey,
bad.
You know what? You know what's funny? As you guys are reading this, I look down in the right corner. Look what it says.
Does it say Norman Fetus?
No. The red.
Abort?
Abort.
Oh,
my gosh.
As you guys are saying that, I saw that. Like, oh.
Yeah, so
We.
what he's talking about is on our recording software, right next to, and this scares me every time I do this, but right next to our stop
Save.
button is abort and restart.
Why is that even a button? Why is that? Why
like
is
a
that? There's a
self-destruct-
cancel.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a
self-destruct
self-destruct
button.
button.
Abort!
Instead of cancel, or instead of pausing or ending the recording, just completely trash it. It's gone.
Yeah.
No saving it whatsoever.
It's probably because they're like, yeah, buy our premium version to get the
To move the button a
pause
little
button.
bit
yeah.
Yeah.
Make the stop button a little bit bigger. Buy the
That's what it
premium,
is.
$10.
Oh my
That's what it is.
gosh.
Hey guys, buy our premium YouTube subscription to get the subscribe button
It'll
moved.
be
So this
button DLC. You pay
Yeah.
$10, you
No.
make a bigger button or move the button a little
or
bit.
make it hide or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This software isn't for impulsive people because if you get upset, they're like, oh, that was a bad one. Delete.
Yeah, you're like,
it's
"Oh,
instantly gone. It's all gone. I bet honestly that's probably what it is.
That's funny.
It makes sense why it exists, but for
Yeah.
what we use it for, very scary button.
Very
very
scary.
scary.
I don't. We hopefully like if we ever click it, it's like, are you sure you want to complete this action?
We should test it out to make sure.
Well, let's not do it right now.
Yeah.
but-
Not with
Let's
this, but
try it right
maybe
now.
Let's do it right now.
Record like a minute and then do it.
Yeah. That's what we'll do.
But what was I was about to say something.
Are you gonna do your shout out?
Oh, Cole gave a shout out to Thane. Okay, I'll do my shout out. Shout out to one of Cole's ex followers.
Got mad about Pokemon.
They're not friends anymore.
Not friends anymore.
But I just wanted to give a shout out.
What? Oh, do you want to talk? No, maybe not. Don't want to talk about this anymore.
Are you salty
Personal.
about it, Cole?
I'm not that salty about it. I'm just kind of like surprised.
Bummed?
Hey,
No.
Same Man
I'm
knows what we're talking
surprised.
about. Shout out to Same Man. That's my shout out.
Oh, okay. Is it
Oh.
Seaman?
No, it's not saying man. I'm just surprised. This okay. I'll explain it briefly. This person got very upset because there was 5 of us, only 4 of us could do something in a Pokemon game, and this person that was excluded from it,
the newest game.
yes,
Okay.
the person that was excluded from it already had the reward from doing it.
So he didn't. So the person didn't need to do the 4. Okay.
It was a raid. He didn't need to do the raid to catch the
Oh,
Pokemon because he
okay.
already had that Pokemon, but none of the 4 of us did.
Oh,
Mind
so
you,
he
he
just wanted to
he
do
was
it
the
just to do
5th
it.
person to show
He
up.
was the 5th
He's the
person to
last
call
one.
dibs. He was there the whole time doing raids with us, but the 5th person to call dibs in that specific time.
And then
This was a very rare one.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't
But-
seem very.
And I understand you could be upset about that, but he
But-
went a little crazy with it.
But think about if
and,
no one else has
got a little
the
very
Pokemon.
upset.
I mean, if no one else has it, you already have it. Like, what's the point of kicking someone out just so you can be in there just to do it again?
He claimed he wanted to get a shiny version of it, and there's supposedly a better chance of it being shiny if you do a raid. But I've never seen a shiny doing a raid, so
That
the
Oh.
likelihood of him not getting a shiny was very low.
But he
and
could
just
do
the
it on
fact
his
that-
own, right? Could he do it on his own?
Yes, he could. I mean, it's very rare to get this raid, but there's other ways to get this Pokemon. It's not even a new Pokemon; it's Ditto. It's from
Oh.
Generation 1.
it's
Like, there's multiple. There's
what?
just how mad he
What?
got and how upset. I was just like, really? Like, this is a video game.
This is on
You
stream.
No, this is on
Oh,
stream.
okay.
This is
You-
before the stream. I felt bad though. Like, I do feel bad for him, but at the same time, I don't know if that behavior was very acceptable in that moment. It was just obnoxious. Just like, oh, I hope you guys lose, or I hope you guys don't get it.
Flip
That
off
kind of
emoji.
stuff.
Was it in Discord or
It was in my
something?
Discord.
Oh shoot!
I was just like, oh my goodness, whatever. I'm just done. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry.
So
Like,
this is
you
one of
shouldn't
the.
act like
This is
that.
one of the. It was one of the people that followed you on Twitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay,
I didn't
followed your
I didn't
Twitch
kick him or anything. I didn't remove him, but I DM'd him personally and he blocked me.
Oh,
And then he left the
Ooh.
Discord. Then he came during my stream and commented saying, "Hey, don't you ever call me a kid again or say I was acting like a kid. I'm never coming back here again." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine."
Oh my gosh, that's a salty
And-
dude.
Dang.
And I like the guy. I mean, he's done things in the past that I've kind of just been like, I don't know about that, but he's genuinely a good guy. You can tell he means well. But this little moment, I was just like, really? Like,
Yeah,
why are you
that's kind
so
of a
angry about
weird
this?
place to do that. I don't
Like,
know.
you shouldn't be upset about something like this. You shouldn't be acting this way about a digital creature.
Yeah.
I want it.
I've played almost 40 hours of this Pokemon game. I'm loving it. But my goodness, not to
Yeah,
yell at
dude.
somebody or get mad at somebody
That's-
about it.
I don't. That's weird. Maybe he has something going on. I can see that being something else.
It could be, yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
And if he comes back, I mean, I'll accept him back, but I'll say, hey, dude, just don't act like that ever again. That was kind of unacceptable.
Silly.
Just
It was
be
kinda
chill.
silly, yeah.
Just chill out, dude.
Just chill.
Yeah, it's a
I said
game.
that
You
to
don't
him,
need
like,
to yell
dude,
at
just chill
anyone.
out. Like, it's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal. Like, you can get them later.
Oof.
I don't know.
Dang.
It's kind of a sucky situation, but at the same time, like, wow, that has happened, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I hope to that person you get your shiny ditto if you're watching this, which you're probably not because you probably want to punch Cole in the face. But I hope you get your shiny ditto.
I don't think that person ever watched any of the Radcat stuff. though.
Hey,
Well,
But
he's
that
not
person
going
really
to
likes to
now.
watch the Pokemon stuff that I
Hey.
do. Not on Radcats either.
yeah, but if that guy's a fan of Shenmue 3 and Delicious Cancer,
I
hey,
played
hey.
yeah, I did a stream today, and Thick
Wait.
dropped by.
when was the last time you streamed?
Months
while ago.
Months.
Dude,
Same man said.
shout out to Thane for streaming.
That's what I meant to say
today.
as well. Yeah, because Thane is really like he's gung ho about these. things. I'm really liking it. This is a new Thane. This is a new boy.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Thane for
And-
streaming Shenmue 3.
And there probably won't be, and that's probably the only time I'll be streaming it because
It
I
was
never
bad.
beat.
It's a game.
Because I never beat. Well, one,
It was
I never
bad,
beat. I
that
never
game.
beat Shenmue 2, and 2. I don't know if I have the energy to stream it because I'm not sure how I feel about it.
You don't like it?
Well, so far it's it's an average game. Some things I don't like. The food mechanic is kind of annoying
Yeah.
because
Gotta eat food in real life and in a video game.
no. Here's the thing. You see, in the original Shenmue Run 1 and 2, if you wanted to get around quick, you just ran. You just dashed, like you just did the little running cycle. But
In this one, do you
in
have
this
like
one,
stamina?
and yeah, in this one you have stamina and you have to eat food. And the problem is you have to, like, you can't get cash by like just beating enemies, beating up guys. You have to go do a job.
Oh, what if it was microtransactions?
Oh,
That'd be
that would
hilarious.
You gotta buy the food or you
Yeah.
die.
Hilarious.
I have a theory of why Thane never beat Red Dead 2 now, because that game also has a stamina thing where you have to regenerate that by eating
But
food.
But what about Breath of the Wild? I guess Breath of the Wild
that
regens.
and traversing
But
the map.
Health is food there. You have to
Yeah.
have food for that.
Thane likes Minecraft.
Well, dang, Thane, you know
Mhm.
what?
That's true.
That and
That is a
traversing the
stamina
map
system.
is kind of like it doesn't
Red Dead
feel
or
as
Shenmue?
quick. In Red
Shenmue?
Dead 2,
Oh, Red Dead 2.
traversing the map doesn't feel like as quick as 1. Like you could get to an area pretty quickly if you just keep mashing.
I could kind of agree with
yeah,
that to
and
an
that
extent.
kind of burnt, and that was like burning me out. I couldn't play it for like big moments at a time. Also, was trying to stream the whole thing.
Oh, dude,
and-
I would just ride in
yeah.
the carriages. I'd get those
Get a
carriages.
horse.
and
Well,
just
there's the
ride.
thing. The
There is
carriages.
fast travel.
There is
Yeah.
fast
That's what I would
travel,
do the
but
whole
it's
time.
kind of
I
like
just pay the. Do you have to pay?
Yeah,
I
it's like
forgot.
$5
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, I would do that.
no.
I
But
would
here's the
totally do
thing:
that.
like fast travel,
Which is
like
$20 in like GTA. or something.
bounties are like in different areas now. Like you don't have a bounty everywhere. You have a or was that also in Red Dead 1 where you had a bounty in certain areas?
Yeah, you'd have to go to different areas.
Oh,
with
yeah.
bounties,
Well,
It's
there's
different
more.
areas, yeah.
There's more areas in this, kind of. Yeah, like there's.
Wait, what's wrong with the bounties on your head or
Yeah.
on like missions?
No,
Well,
other
here's the
ones
thing.
that you follow.
on the side on mission quests? You get bounties on your head. You get bounties forced upon you.
Yes.
And you can't do missions after. You have to clear your bounty.
But that's fine. It's
Oh.
only
Yeah.
like 25 cents thing. That's not that big of a deal.
No, it's not 25 cents. Sometimes it's like $100.
I haven't got one of those. I only
No.
do online anyway.
Oh
so.
yeah.
That's,
Yeah, in
that's
campaign
sick.
mode.
Okay, I haven't played
Yeah.
two yet.
But
What do you do?
That's just part of the game, I guess, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
the game's also really long. Like the
that's why I'm
campaign
just
for Red
playing
Dead 2.
online
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
It's really long. So yeah, I haven't beaten it, but maybe I'll beat it and get back to you on that.
Thing. The real question is when are you gonna beat Peggle 2?
Peggle.
Peggle 2! Well, yeah. Also in big gaming news, Half-Life Alyx announced it's a VR game.
I'm not playing
VR
it.
prequel.
I want a Half-Life 3.
I want Half-Life 3.
I don't really care much about Half-Life because I've never played them, but I just think it's hilarious
Half-Life.
how they made Half-Life 1, then Half-Life 2, and then Half-Life 2 Episode 2,
Half-Life.
like
No.
15 to
No.
20 years ago.
Here's the thing. It's Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and then Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Promised to Half-Life 2 Episode 3, never delivered.
Anyway, regardless,
Yeah.
that came out like 15 to 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and everybody's been wanting a sequel to that last one they made, and then they announced a prequel today.
Yeah.
VR.
It's so funny to me.
Get
Oh,
wrecked.
I think it's hilarious. I think
20
Valve's
years
just trolling
later,
people, right?
Half-Life
Probably.
2.
You know, if they ever were to release Half-Life 3, though, it would never live up to what
Yeah.
the internet is like brought to it.
Yeah, because Half-Life 2 was like a groundbreaking. Like,
Well, not just that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
They
I could
waited
care
too
less
long.
about what the game is. I'm
the
just
game
talking
is
about
amazing. That's what it is,
the
Cole.
anonymity, not anonymity, the infamy of the game, because people
No.
that have played video games, they do not know what happened in Half-Life at all. They don't give a crap about what happens in Half-Life at all. But everybody knows Half-Life 3, you know, like, oh, when are we gonna get Half-Life
true.
through?
Yeah,
You
I
know
know
what?
I've never
nothing.
played 'em.
I know
never-
nothing about
I don't
Half-Life.
know
what?
anything about it.
I would say
yeah.
the majority of gamers could care less about the Half-Life series, but would love to see a Half-Life 3 someday, just because the
Just 'cause
memes.
so many
basically.
people talk about it.
Watch
so-
it.
And that's why it could never live up to the hype, which is maybe why Valve isn't putting it out, because they know they would never be able to make a game that could live up to that standard.
Yeah.
Or they're
At-
just waiting for a dire moment. They're like, yeah, we need to cash out.
Just as you said
think we'll
that,
need that
watch
'cause
as
they
we
got
get
Steam.
dislike bombed by a bunch of rabid Half-Life fans. Be like, nah, screw that
I don't think
guy.
there's enough. I don't think there's enough. I feel like the memers would outweigh the
Yeah.
Half-Life fans in this situation here.
You know what? I want Half-Life 3.
Have you ever
Hey.
played 1, 2, or 3? Or
Yes,
1,
I
2?
played 2, episode 1 and episode 2.
Did you play number 1?
I played number 1. I never beat it.
Not a real fan.
Wait, Thane,
But I've
Thane,
beaten
wait, hold on,
Half-Life.
Thane.
Wait,
What'd you
you-
say? You never beat it?
Yeah.
I think that should be like your slogan. Thane, you have this game? Yeah, I never beat it. Thane, you got this game? Yeah, I never beat it.
You should get merch.
Yeah.
That could
Never
be
beaten
one of
it.
our merch. That could be one of the
Just
shirts or
never
something.
beat it.
Hey, I'm kind of like that too, though, to be honest. You guys remember Spider-Man? What happened to that? Whoa.
Yeah.
But you aren't streaming that though.
I played that game like a week straight.
Cole had a spider
buy
boner,
that,
dude.
though?
He had a
That was
spone.
Thane's.
Yeah, it's Thane's though. You didn't buy it.
He had a
No,
sponer man,
but I was
dude.
playing it.
You were playing it, but you never beat
I
it.
think
Cole
I
did
got
go-
to like 3/4
Cole
of the way
did go
through
web deep in that. He did.
Yeah.
Very web deep. Nice.
We should
I like
talk
that.
about. Let's do our.
Wait, is it the pie is a lie? Is that from?
The cake is a lie. That's
Oh.
Portal. Oh, I've beaten Portal 1 and 2, by the way.
I thought it was the carrot cake.
I want Portal 3.
I played Portal 1 and 2. They're
Wrong
very great
freaking-
games.
Wrong item in the bakery.
Oof. But no, we
Is
should
it
all
a-
say our.
Is it the Applin was a lie? That's a new Pokemon.
It's an apple.
It's an apple that evolves into an apple pie.
I can't wait till they make a Pokemon that
And
just
it's a
looks
dragon
like
type.
it just looks like
Wait,
a
it evolves
beehole.
into an apple pie.
And it's a dragon type.
Oh come on!
It's a
Dragon apple
type.
pie.
What do you eat? You get fiery diarrhea.
We don't eat it. It's a Pokemon.
Well,
Come
well.
on.
Apparently in the curry, people thought they saw a Slowpoke tail in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of
I
messed
like
up.
that. I've
Wait.
always liked the idea of eating Pokemon. I've
Do you know
always
what?
wanted to try.
No. Think about that. What if that was its thing? That's its power. Is like it disguises itself as a cake or a pie. You eat it. It destroys your insides. When you
It
poop it
kills
out,
you from the inside, like
yeah,
the,
it's like
and
a
then you poop it
bacteria.
out, and then
It's
it
like
goes
an
back to its
alien.
normal form.
It's like an alien.
Think about that Pokemon, dude. Get on
just
that.
murders people.
Yeah.
It's like chest buster Pokemon.
no. It goes out through your ass.
Oh. But you
It's
still
just like
die.
normal. It's just like normal.
So
But when
it's
you
like
poop it
poop.
out, it goes back to its normal form.
Poopymon.
Poopymon, gotta poop 'em on.
It's I know it. It's called Schitzel.
And it's a dog too, right?
Yeah. And
It's a
and
dog.
looks brown and it's gunky, kind of like a Garbodor.
It's a
but
It'll
Garbodor
be-
dog.
It's
It'll
kind of
be,
like a muck. It's kind of like reminds me of Muck, except it's brown.
It'll be like a
Yeah.
poison type dog.
Like,
Called
it's
Schitzel.
not- wait, what's that one? Is it Ghastly?
Yeah, Schitzel,
Ghastly?
Schitzel, Schitzel.
That's
Is
a
it
ghost.
Ghastly? Oh, okay. I was thinking Astley, but that didn't make sense.
Rick Astley. Oh yeah, I tried to send Cole like the Sunday on Sunday. I tried to send him the Rick Astley, but it's like this new version he did of "Never Gonna Give You Up." It's like "Never gonna give you."
I didn't know how to
up."
delete that message. I was kind of disappointed that Thane decided to try to
rip it.
troll me while I was
Yeah.
streaming. It's not once have I ever been like, "Hey, I like to
messaged
see you
for
play
Bane.
video game. Wow, you're so good." I never messed with him streaming.
And we've messed with Thane plenty.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
have?
Yeah,
Oh,
you should have
You guys
messed
are
with me when
jerks.
I remember
You should have messed with me and I was streaming
We-
today.
I
I couldn't see your face though.
Sky and I, we would go into his chat.
Oh.
It would be only us two watching him, and we would just say
We'd
random
ask
crap.
Did he
dumb
know it was you?
questions.
No,
Oh, you do random names?
He,
I would do
he
it on
knew
Colby's account.
he knew it was me.
I don't have a Twitch account.
They knew it was me, but I
No,
would
go
surprise him.
in- I'd go and ask like genuine questions, but then I'd just throw something out of left field. Doesn't make any sense. And he'd be like, "What?"
I remember on Red Dead Redemption, like the last stream, I was trolled once, and like I flipped my lid because they said they did the very aggressive type of trolling where it's like it's not funny, it's just mean, and I was like, screw you, man. And I said
This
some
was not
bold-
us.
He got pissed.
This was
Yeah.
not us.
No,
by
no,
the
no,
way.
no, no.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was
a
just a
random
random
dude.
troll, and I kept banning him, but he had like multiple accounts.
Got like 15 accounts.
That's
So-
so funny though that he keeps
Yeah.
coming back. That
Yeah.
was pretty funny.
So,
What-
what
but
was
I-
he-
don't
what was he
worry,
saying?
don't worry, I reported one of the
Horrible
accounts to
Horrible
Twitch.
things.
Yeah,
So
called me the R word, so I didn't like
So-
that.
that's kind of interesting
But he
because
also said, didn't he say something about like Down syndrome? or something
Yes.
like that?
so of all
Yeah,
the
it
times
looks
that
like
you guys have been,
He straight up said, "It looks like you have Down syndrome." It's like,
He
screw
just
you,
kept
man.
going at him, dude.
Yeah,
huh.
screw that guy.
I remember it was that table. He was set up on this. The table was
Yeah.
right here, and he had his TV right here, and then his system, and then he was just. I remember that. We'd walk down and
Yeah.
watch him. play.
So let's talk about times we've been trolled on Twitch while we've been streaming.
We've got a
I
couple.
got
I think
Good
this is a fun
can't
this is
say
a fun
enough.
subject.
only one I know about, only one that I've ever been in part of is the one where we did 24-hour stream.
The N-word
with-
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
I've
the
got
only one.
I've
That's
got
all I can
two.
say.
remember.
I've got two, and this is before I did Pokemon. This is back when I would try when I was doing Minecraft occasionally. Both times have been Minecraft. I feel like that's where the trolls really live, is the
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yep, that's where we were
So-
trolled.
Got nothing better to do. No.
So the first one, this is like one of my very first Minecraft streams. This is when Saiyan Man was pretty new. He like I hadn't known Saiyan Man for a month, I think at this point.
Mhm.
And I turned on song request,
Oh.
and that's always a bad idea around
No.
Saiyan Man.
Or just anyone you don't know, like you don't know what they're gonna do.
And so he puts on like one of those like hentai noises YouTube, and it's just like and I'm like, what is this? This isn't music, and I turned it off so fast. To this day, I've never had song request on because Saiyan Man got song request banned
shout out,
from my
shout out to
stream,
Sayman for
like a
being
year and a
naughty.
half ago.
Wow.
Cole, Sky. I remember Sky had song request song when he was playing Fortnite one time, and I just sent him like I put it in the
That's the
song
Naked
request.
Cowboy song.
Yeah, I sent it to the
That-
Ram
that-
Ranch song.
Oh, the rip.
No,
Ram
no.
Ranch. It's
Oh, I don't
horrible.
know that one.
13 naked or
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Oh,
It is
no.
a very
Yeah.
a very homosexual song.
Yeah.
So the
Very
other
explicit.
time, was very, very, very simple, and it wasn't that big of a troll. This guy's I could tell this guy was genuine. Like he's a decent fellow. He started talking about his new pet. Like I got this new dog. His name Fluffy or something like that. He's like, "Can I link a picture that I have on Imgur?"
Oh no.
And I'm
Oh,
like, "Yeah,
no.
sure." And I look at it. It's like supposed to be like a
Penis or
scary, like
something.
a jump scare kind of like scary looking monster thing. And I go, "Oh wow, Fluffy's so cute." And the guy followed me and said, "I like your response, bro." He's like, "You're the best one today."
Well,
The best one today. He's been doing it for like hours.
That's his entertainment. He just does it to everybody sees.
Ugh, that's great.
I got a couple. I'll just go through them real quick, and they were all on Minecraft, mind you. Every single one of
It's
these
just
was on
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
That's where you get trolled
But
at.
when we first started streaming, and I think I know Thane was there for sure, but I think Zay was there too. But it was like our second or third stream of doing Minecraft,
Oh,
and
it was the guy's donating.
this guy donated. It's Thane, and Thane said he had everything hooked up and stuff too. So the guy,
This is the one I was going to talk about.
yeah. Oh, you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, then Thane can tell this one.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. So this is the time that I had both like I had good enough internet where I could stream. And
He had the
Sky-
best internet.
Yeah, and Sky said, "Oh, let's stream all this." So it's like
This is
Thane.
before he moved here.
dude,
Then
Yeah, this is back
Yeah.
home.
So Thane,
way back then.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
like
like
2 years
Thane-
ago.
pull it up. We're gonna stream. It's like, oh, okay. And so we streamed like Fortnite, Minecraft, and all that stuff. So we had a Minecraft game going, and there was a Twitch chat on the side. It was like also in the video. I think like the messages would pop up like on Streamlabs, and I see like this guy donated $5. And by the way, if you ever just see like a username said donate $5, it doesn't work. You have to have a Streamlabs notification for those of you starting on streaming, and you set up donations.
Listen to this.
It's like, is this real? Did this actually happen? And so then like he like kept donating more money, like up to $100,000. Like whoa, it's so Then the guy was
Or
like,
get hit by Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
He's like,
and
hey,
my memory's kind of fuzzy on
So
this.
you guys thought it was real then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, this guy's like,
Yeah.
hey, if you guys rap to Jake Paul's song or do a Jake Paul rap or something, I'll donate $100,000 or something. Mind you, this is like early into our streaming career. I had no
Yeah.
idea because this was at Thane's house, so he's just reading
started.
chat to us.
Just started.
And so I was like, bro, I will get naked for you. I will rap butt naked for you. I'll rap anything you
Yeah.
You guys
want.
almost got banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have a webcam.
No, I didn't
was
have
just-
webcam either. I just had Ainsley Harriet at the corner.
That's where that came from,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very old then.
That was our
Yeah.
webcam.
Okay.
So also he said, hey, I'll give you more money if you say this phrase, and it's like F me daddy or something. I was like, oh no. So I say it. I say it.
And you said it.
Yeah.
You sick boy.
He
Yeah.
thought he was gonna get more.
By the way, I
money.
think this stream's on YouTube somewhere in our
Yeah.
archives. You can
Yeah,
go
it
find
is probably.
So funny.
If you want to go, it's like the first Minecraft stream we did. So go all the way back to the archive. You'll
I
find it.
wasn't. I wasn't there for this.
Yeah. And Jordan was there too. It was pretty awkward. And
He's like, dude, this is fake.
yeah, it's like I was kind of getting suspicious, but too, it's like, wait, isn't it supposed to pop up on the screen? I have that set up like that.
But
Yeah.
even thinking that, like, oh, f me, daddy.
Yeah. It's like, and so
He
then
goes for it.
after like $1 million or something
He
like
donated
that.
$1 million.
Yeah. He's like, I'm sorry guys, it was a troll. I trolled you for the views. It's
Bye.
Like, bye. It's like, oh.
But bro, when Thane said that, because Thane's reading this to me, he's like, "Oh, he donated $10, $100, $1,000." Like Thane's reading this to me, and so my heart's just like beating so fast. I'm freaking downstairs in my grandparents' basement, just gaming away on my laptop. And then Thane said to F me daddy. He's like, $1 million, and I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, is this real? Like, if this is, I'm not going to work tomorrow.
So,
Yeah, it was all
but
fake.
the funniest part after that, he like donates like
Some
$7
bits.
quadrillion. Like this person donated $7 quadrillion. It's like, okay, now you're
Yeah, good job,
now
buddy.
you're joking.
Oh,
Yeah.
it would have been funny if you donated some bits after.
Yeah.
Did he like
Yeah.
talk to you a little bit? He's like, sorry for trolling you guys.
Mhm.
I didn't know you guys were gonna go
Yeah.
that far with it.
Yeah.
We
but
were
then he
new.
left.
We were new.
Yeah, we're new.
But he didn't like talk to you at all. Then he just kind
Yeah.
of took off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
So
That's
some
it
of
for that guy.
some of my other trolling ones is how we met Boober. Well, how I met Boober was, it was like 1 a.m. This was back when we first moved here, and we were doing double streams. We would stream in the morning, stream at night, and this guy came in. His name was Boober, and I started chatting with him. And when I first started talking with him, he was very articulate, and I thought this was like a grown man. And I was like, so where did you get your name Boober from? And he convinced me that it was some form of, it was like a different breed of cow in Africa, and that he would get these boobers, which was like some weird cow thing, and the boober was bait for another monster in Africa. And so he convinced me that in order to like become a boober, you had to like level up somehow in this African. When he first started telling me it, I was like, I've never heard of a boober. And he's like, oh, you need to Google it. So I Googled it, and I couldn't find anything on boober. He's like, well, that's because it's an African thing. Nobody really knows about it. And I'm like, what are you doing in Africa with internet? No offense, Africans, but I mean, I've never heard of a boober.
Yeah.
And then I was dumb. I looked real dumb after that one, but
Got him.
And
Then-
that's why boomers stuck around for the rest of our lives.
yeah, he's been here for a year and a half
What
now.
a little punk.
But then the last one, we were also doing Minecraft. I think this was just me by myself. But this guy came in. He was like, he did a dog thing too. He's like, hey, my dog's name is Rex or something. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Tell Rex I say hi. And then he just immediately jumped into it, like, why my pee-pee hard? Like asking all these horrible questions. And he's like,
Oh,
like, why my
no.
dog pee-pee hard?
Oh, no.
And then he said, is it okay if I ba-bow with my dog?
Oh,
And
no.
I'm like, Sayman, where are? I'm yelling Sayman's name. He's the only one that was watching at this time. I'm like, Sayman, where are you? Ban this guy. And then his buddy came in, and they were both just asking horrible questions, like, can I suck my dog off? And
You didn't know how to ban people.
I didn't know how to ban people, so I'm just like playing Minecraft, trying to like mine diamonds. They're asking me these horrible
Wait,
questions.
was it popping up on stream too?
Yeah. And so I think it was Same Man came in eventually and he banned him, but
That's funny.
The banhammer. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
But I think that's the
Man.
only other troll things we have. I have of my experience anyway.
That's so funny. Say, did you ever hear about how I met Boober before you guys met Boober?
No.
I don't think so.
My very first time I ever streamed Pokemon Shiny hunting, Boober came to that stream.
Oh my gosh.
This is before he saw me stream with Sky or do anything with Sky, and this is before he even met Sky. Like a week or a month or something like that before he met Sky. Randomly comes to my Pokemon stream and hangs out for a little bit. And I have a clip because I found 3 shinies of the same thing and I was going to give one of them away. So I was doing this thing where I was going to flip a coin to see who would get it. And it was between two different people. One of them was Boober.
Oh.
Boober didn't win.
Oh.
And the person never claimed it. So I'm planning on giving that to Boober someday.
Oh,
But
you still haven't?
yeah, I never have gotten around to it. But it's just
Do
crazy.
you think
Small world.
Wait, do you think he could have found us through like did you ever host or anything?
No, I don't think so. Well, I know I did, but like
Do you think he could have found us
I
that
wasn't
way?
hosting you guys, and I doubt he went to my channel 1 a.m. in the morning when he met Sky.
So,
so
I
weird,
don't
though.
think we were streaming. We didn't start streaming until after we built my computer. No,
This
we
would've
streamed a
been-
little bit before.
This would have been July of 2018, so
18?
last year.
Okay, so we were streaming, but we just started. I think we started in March or April.
Okay.
But we were only streaming once
what
a
month
week.
did we build your computer?
It was June. It was like a week before I moved.
June?
It was either the end of May or beginning of June.
Okay.
'Cause
I
it
can
was-
see that.
That was why I was like in a rush. I'm like, yo, if
That
I
makes
buy these
sense,
parts,
yeah.
because I knew I would need it when I moved here for work and stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to do it, so
I gotcha.
I just want to give a shout out to Cole for being a computer homie.
I don't know. It's just so funny to me that Boober randomly, and I know it was Boober, and he remembers
Yeah, he
it
knows
too.
it too.
That's crazy.
And the name is spelled the
Have you
same.
ever
I've
asked
never
him
met
about
any.
that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've
Yeah,
talked to
they
him
t-
about
yeah,
it.
they talked about it.
What do you say?
Like I
What
showed
did
him
you
the
say?
clip. He's like, "Yeah, I remember that actually." Like
Did you
vaguely.
say how?
He didn't recognize me until I brought it up to him.
What the heck?
Like he
I'll have
didn't
to
he
ask him
didn't
again.
like see
if he
me or
remembers.
anything like that and say, "Oh, that's that kid I watched Shiny Hunt that one random day." It was
months
after
ago.
when I was going through my clips like maybe like 9 or 10 months after the fact, and I randomly listened to that one clip. I'm like, "Holy crap, this is Boober!"
That's weird, dude.
Boo-boo.
Hey, good booba.
It was really, really crazy. So I brought it up to him. He's like, "Yeah, I didn't remember you when you were hanging out with Sky or anything like that, but I definitely remember being there in that stream."
That's crazy.
There's your big fat shout out, Boober. We just talked about you for 10 minutes.
Yeah, how's your Boober feeling? I've never heard the name Boober before either until
No.
Boober,
Yeah.
which is really strange because you think that name is very popular.
I've never heard Sandman before.
I think I have actually.
Saiyan,
Yeah.
I mean, Super Saiyan Man maybe, but not just
Yeah,
Saiyan
that's
Man.
true.
I've never heard of
That's
Lil
true.
Thicky. I have heard of Skull Kid, but that's because I'm a Zelda fan.
Yeah.
Who else watches us?
Sandman's from Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, I don't think there's a person named
there's,
Saiyan Man though, is there?
Yeah.
Is it Ryu?
Neko? Ah,
That's his stream. That's his. But he has a different name on. I'm looking
On
thinking
YouTube.
of Discord.
Neko-
I think.
I
I'm
don't-
thinking of Discord. I think.
It's either is it Nico?
I don't remember.
It's two.
We got
E's
to
and one E.
ask, but it's
Ask
like.
him.
But I remember on. I think on Discord it's Ryu, like RYU or something.
Oh.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. But he commented on a video recently.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
In League of Legends, there's a character named Nico, so
Mm.
that's where that could be from, maybe.
There's a kid we played in basketball. I think his name was Nico. I'm pretty sure his name was Nico. I could
That's
be
like a
wrong. though.
Russian name. 'Cause
He was a Spaniard.
In
But there's also
Nico Bellic.
There's also Nico from Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Nico Bellic from.
Nikolai. Isn't Nico from GTA?
Yes, I just said that, you
Yeah,
guys.
he did.
My
No, but I'm
brother-
talking
I
about.
wasn't
I'm talking
listening.
about Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
I can't hear
yeah,
him.
Nikolai.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because Thane talks like this.
Nikolai.
Kind of mumbles and doesn't enunciate sometimes.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, Ninja.
Yeah. So,
I
go
think,
ahead.
Oh, wait, do you have a topic?
Well, you go first because mine's kind of a 10-minute
long one?
topic.
Okay, so I think we need to talk about this now, just for the sake of it, for Thicky as well.
Mm.
So a while back,
Oof.
I ran it by you guys to see what you thought, but no one really responded. So Thicky wants to make a theme song for the podcast, and he had a few ideas for some raps. Make it like a rap themed. Maybe not like a theme song, but just maybe for an episode or two or something, or just something to do. But he wanted to have all of us have a verse, but I'm thinking maybe we can have anyone that wants to chip in some.
Like Boober and Sandman.
Yeah, like Boober, Sandman,
Skull
if Skull
Kid.
Kid wants to. Maybe she can throw her kid on there. Like some noises or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they can all be really short, but like we can all just add them all together and then. But maybe it can just be things like inside jokes from the podcast, though. Something that only things that we would understand, maybe. That way it makes it a little bit more, I don't know, a little more funny.
Yeah, I'm
something like
down.
that.
Does he have a track already?
No, he sent me a copyrighted one.
Well, thick. I guess we could come up with our own trap
We
beat. It's
could
not that
honestly
hard.
make our own. If we wanted to make a rap song, we could make something. But
You know, on the topic of music, I was planning. I'm in the process of that new series that I showed you, that logo that I'm making,
mhm.
and I'm thinking about the intro, and I'm thinking about making like a 10-second intro ish. And I was wondering if you'd be willing to try to make some kind of music for it. Looks like a quick little jingle or something.
Sure.
I'll record it all and then send it to you, like just like what it's gonna be, and then you could maybe come up with something to go for it.
All right. Yes, guy can help me.
Don't you have like video game sounds?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm so
Cool.
down. We should really come
Like
up.
an 8-bit or something.
We
like
should,
that.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should.
yeah,
You know what else we
yeah.
should come up with too? Is I think we legit should make our own '80s themed podcast intro for season 2. Like, I don't know
3.
how many episodes you guys
3.
wanted to do per season. Season 3, excuse me. I don't know how many episodes you guys wanted to do per season, but we've surpassed season 1. I'm not saying we need
How
to cut
long did season last, like time wise?
season 1.
Season 1.
It was 21 weeks, give or take. Thane and I missed probably 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, how
out
much
of
is
that.
21 weeks? How much?
Almost half a
Half
year.
a year.
Half a
Yeah.
year. We've already done this
It's
for
li-
half a year.
it's a little under a
right?
half.
That's crazy.
I
dude.
think, what if we
Wow.
did... You know what? It doesn't matter what we do, okay? Don't worry about it. Just know that I want to do that.
we'll get a futon eventually.
Yeah. Maybe
That'd
when
be
we get a futon, we'll just have our
That'll be
logo
season
together.
3.
Yeah.
Futon season.
and
season
listen-
And then
futon.
we'll maybe throw some other things up or something.
Listen, I
Just
think-
change the vibe.
I think when season 3 drops, our channel gets rebranded. I think the podcast gets anew. I think we bring back face cam for our Let's Plays. I think we bring back green screen cam for our Let's Plays. I think we go all out. We go back. It's not going backwards. It's
Or-
a step forward.
or I guess maybe let us know what you think if you're
Yeah,
listening to this point.
That's true.
Maybe see, do you guys like face cam or do you like audio only?
Yeah.
I will say
Depends.
I'm
Audio-
a fan of both.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I even go back. I go back and watch our old Let's Plays when we had our face cam. It's really good for horror games, but it's fun because Thane and I would do like funny zoom ins on our faces when we would do stuff.
that's another
It's
element it
another
does.
element deep in the Let's Plays. Mind you, though, I will say that even with just our audio, I'm having a ball. Like, it's
Yeah.
funny. If you guys want to go watch a
Ball.
funny episode right now, go watch Resident Evil episode 6. You will pee yourself. I promise.
Yeah.
We said some goodies in that one. By the way, we need to record some more of that
That's
sometime.
true. I think audio only. I think with video, it's like the same thing. It gives it another element. But if it's audio only, like that's the only form of like entertainment. With video too, like that's another way to express or show like what I don't know.
Yeah.
Just more commentary, I guess.
You know, maybe we'll spice it up. Maybe some episodes will have it, some we won't.
Depending on the game, maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows?
So
Yeah.
take that, gamers. Take that, people of the internet.
Or what do you think, Cole and Thane?
I mean, like with Pokemon, I wanted a face cam for sure.
Yeah, for sure. No,
so-
that's your thing. Yeah,
me,
of course.
me
Like, it's-
personally,
Like, that's just kind of what people do with Pokemon. That's why
Yeah.
I said let's do a face cam for that. So I foresee. Well, I mean, not foresee, but I would like to just do face cam for everything.
So-
That's my.
This is my
People-
only reason why we stopped it, because even when we first moved here, we still had face cam. Like when we would record up there, we would still set it up.
Because it's easier to not.
Well, it's easier to not. Plus, it's really hard to frame 4 people on a camera because we're already small because we're
that's
gonna
true.
shrink it down on the gameplay thing. We're already gonna be small in the frame, and then when we shrink it down, we're even smaller.
That's
so
true.
I don't know. We'll figure it out because I have seen some people like when we first did it, we had 4 of us on there, 4 of us green screened, and it was fine. It's just finding the right, I guess, the right size for it, the right ratio of gameplay to face cam. We'll figure it out. But I'm still I need to talk to you guys more about it. But I'm still in the process of talking to my buddy about animating our faces, like cartoonizing us. So I will say this. I can promise you guys this. Anyone listening or watching, in the next 4 to 6 months, our channel will be rebranded. That is a promise.
So what are your thoughts, Thane? I want to hear your thoughts about the webcam stuff.
Or just about anything that's been said.
I usually don't use a webcam. I've said, when I stream, I was like, forget the webcam.
But why though?
Because
what are your reasonings for it?
I don't know. Sometimes I just don't like to show my face.
Okay.
I can agree with that. Like even when we stream, sometimes I'll turn it off. But
Yeah.
I will say when we first started doing YouTube, I'm like, yo, like we have to have a webcam because I felt like people like to put faces to
Voices.
characters.
That
Voices.
was always my thought process behind it. I got to the point where I decided that if you don't have a webcam while you're playing video games on YouTube,
You're not gonna watch.
you're not gonna get views.
Yeah.
Although that has been debunked by other channels, big ones like Chugga Conway, for example. He's never
Yeah.
had a webcam once in any of his videos.
Mhm.
Like Donkey too, though.
Donkey,
Yeah.
Donkey.
Game
But
Grumps
they'll
don't
have
have a
live
webcam.
action stuff occasionally.
Yeah.
Like Donkey will, Chugga Conway will, Game Grumps will,
Mhm.
but not in any of their Let's Plays.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is still viable. It's definitely just a preference thing, really.
And I honestly I see us doing both.
I think honestly, it's just gonna be the type of game.
Yeah.
Because like with
I'm
Pokemon, it
thinking
makes
that
sense.
too.
With Pokemon,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I think with a horror game for sure, like Scott
Horror
said,
game
I
definitely
think that'd
makes
be a good
sense.
idea. But then I think there's some that it would be fine just with audio only.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's definitely a lot easier to. I mean, it's not hard to throw up the webcam. It's really not. But when you get into the editing process, like even then, it's not that bad. But still, like that's another element to editing that I don't know takes a little bit longer, I guess.
Yep, just takes more time.
Also, I think while the webcam isn't going on the podcast, I think the ideal way for podcasts is like just no camera, because usually you're just gonna listen to one.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
because
video
podcasts are very
if
big
you go on
nowadays.
YouTube, video
Yeah.
podcasts are huge things.
So if
Video
we,
podcast, although some of them do feel more like talk shows.
But like, here's the thing,
well,
though,
that's what
Thane,
this
is like.
That's what
Yeah,
podcast
it's like
is.
Thane,
this
how
is
many
talk show.
times do you like listen to a podcast and they talk about something, or they show something on screen, or they talk about somebody's reaction,
It happens
That-
so
and
much
you're
more
like,
often.
oh
Yeah.
man, like I need to go watch the video
That
now
one?
just to
Yep.
see
Yeah.
that specific
See,
part.
Yeah, like
The only one I really know about was H3 that I was watching was H3. I mean, I was watching Rooster Teeth, but I was watching old episodes when it was just audio.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really got to the.
If you ever see like the newer Rooster Teeth stuff,
Yeah.
they so much production quality in their
Yeah.
video podcast. It's insane. They've got what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. They have like a whole like behind the scenes team with the technical director, the audio director. Like it's very, very, very impressive what they're able to do, and their set is very, very, very good. And that's kind of what I'd like to do. That's why I'm thinking the futon.
Dude, I honestly think we should do a revamp down here. Like,
So with that said, and I don't want to like continue to beat a dead horse continually with what we've been talking about on the podcast, but with season quote unquote season 3 or whatever we're gonna call it, I don't even know,
Mhm.
like
It doesn't
rebranded
matter.
it and whatnot.
yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I think at that point that's when we'll have the new set too. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do the new set. We'll do all this new. We'll basically change everything about, and that's when we'll go forward with all that stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely had a thought in there. I'm not gonna lie. As you can tell, I've rambled on, said a bunch of random garbage there because I do not remember what my thought was. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were
guys.
just gonna say you're gonna say it off. But off
I
podcast.
knew I had something. Then I started talking. I completely lost
One
it. It
thing,
just went out the
one thing
window.
I want to do better with the new set is, especially the podcast. I would like to go back to multiple cameras. When Mise Thanes first started, we had 3 cameras, which one was my nice camera, and then we had 2 crappy cameras.
I mean, yes, I agree with that, but we can't have the way you guys had it, where you have like one camera here and cut off from the other camera.
No, we'll
it
do
needs
it
to be
different.
cuts.
Yeah.
It needs to be
And-
widescreen, shows everybody laughing or
We-
something, and then zoom in on their faces.
So we
In
did that-
case, would we
It's
be
a
able
lot of
to
editing
get, like a
work.
round table, put the cameras facing?
It would still
like
be.
that?
It'd be something like a futon and then 2 love seats, two couches.
Oh,
So
okay.
2 people on the futon, and then 2 people right here. So it'd be 1 camera here, 1 camera here, 1 camera here, wide camera for the whole shot.
Okay. That's fine.
Or it'd be 3 people on the futon, but I don't. Then it's almost like an interview at that point.
Yeah.
That's why the futon, in my opinion, was to make it easier for us to record with just 1 camera. That was
That
the other
makes
reason I
sense.
thought about the
So
futon. So
Maybe not with if you want to go with the 4 camera.
Yeah,
thing,
if we're
then
doing more
no
cameras,
futon.
we wouldn't want to do it on a futon. I don't think, unless we had a futon and a couch.
We could find a way. I'm just saying. I think in the future, eventually, I would like to get back to multiple cameras.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. It is a lot more editing work for sure.
So there's actually, I think I spoke to you about this, but there's
Yeah,
a
where you can
really
live
easy
edit
way
it.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to watch it again. That's just
And Thane and I did it for like 7 or 8 episodes. We actually
edited it?
we sat and watched
You-
because we first wanted the podcast to be like an hour and a half long, and then we did one, and I'm like, Thane, like an hour and a half, I don't got time for this. Like we were both still working full time, and so then we cut back to let's do 45-minute episodes, and then it was just taking a long time. So we're like, you know what? Let's just put both cameras up on screen with a cut in the middle.
yeah.
That's what we did. So I don't know. It worked out, but I don't think there's any specific way to do it. But I'm definitely down to rebrand our channel in the next 4 to 6 months. And by the way, when we say rebrand, we mean like just
change the name, move,
Our name will
change
be
our names.
Rad
Yeah.
Dads.
We're gonna have our birth
Yeah.
certificate.
Rad
I'll be,
Dad.
known, I'll be known as Travis. Over here, we'll have Scott.
this is Mark and Manny. They call
I
him.
thought you to go Mark and Plier. Because I did Travis Scott.
Oh, and this
They
is
got
Mark.
it.
This is Mark and Eaton.
This guy could be Michael. He could be Scott. Right?
So
Or I could be Dwight. You could be Schrute.
Oh. Anyway, coming soon.
I could
Sick-
be big and you could be black.
Oh, it could be Rob and
Right.
Big,
Yeah.
or Rob and Thick.
Let's go Post Malone.
Yeah.
You be Malone.
Yeah.
But so the last thing I wanted to speak about, well, I guess I got 2 things. It doesn't even matter.
Here's the
But
serious note of the
Digital
podcast.
it was pretty trippy, dog.
Oh, it is? Like
yeah,
a-
it's
oh,
a
okay.
it's
I
a
thought it was-
straight up trippy. So
Thane has a thing too.
oh, Thane, you want to spill
From-
first?
No, he'll do it last because we talked about
Okay,
it last
yeah.
week. He
Yeah.
wanted to get to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't remember what it was, but I remember him doing that.
No, he
Yeah.
just said it. I remembered it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was in the big city from around where we are. It was like the capital of where we live. And as we were driving home, I was with my mom, my grandma, and my sister and her husband. And we were driving like on the freeway. So like you guys know what a freeway is. Lots of cars. It's like 4 or 5 lane traffic going both ways. Well, it was like at a complete dead stop, and we were like, dude, what? Like we were assuming it was a wreck. And it took us like 15 minutes to drive up through, and we finally got by. And there was like
Construction.
there was 15 cop cars. There was 3 fire engines. Life Flight just took off in a helicopter, and a
Jeez.
bunch of ambulances wheel up. And I'm
Oh,
like, bro, this must have been like a 10-car
no.
pileup. So we get up there, and there's a billboard on the side of the hill.
Oh no.
Dude, just the corner was completely busted off of it. An airplane.
billboard?
An
plane.
airplane crashed on the road. Well,
No
it
way.
wasn't on the road, but it busted the
Where
corner.
was this?
That's crazy.
This was
because-
yesterday.
freeway.
That's
Oh.
crazy because that happened like a
my
year ago
gosh.
in the same area, I think.
Really?
Based on what you're telling me, the same area.
Well, I found it online, so I want to show you guys pictures and video of it.
Okay.
But the plane clipped the corner of this billboard, just ripped the billboard,
Oh,
clean
dude.
corner,
Came
dude.
down on the freeway. It hit
And
cars.
It missed the freeway barely, dude, but it landed right
Oh
in the
my
borrow
God.
pit of the
The median?
freeway. Right, dude, it missed a bridge barely. Like there was
Dude,
a
the
bridge
median
right
though?
there.
That's crazy.
No, on the right side of the
Oh.
road.
Because
Okay.
my like a year ago when my brother was picking up my car that I'm driving now so he could fix it up, but he bought it from the girl down here.
Uh-huh.
Him and my dad went down to get it, and as they were coming up, they passed something very similar. They saw an airplane on the freeway without wings, just destroyed basically.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
just a year ago.
crazy.
Wow,
Not- it was
dude.
like 2 years ago because I had my
What
car
kind of
for almost 2
airplane was
years
this?
now.
It was
had to
it
be
was
a
one of the
small
it was
one.
one of them little guys.
Oh.
Like, not a crowd.
That's
probably
crazy.
like
No,
a private one.
Well, it
Yeah,
looked like just a small plane, but I guess it was like a student and a teacher. There, from what I read online this morning, there wasn't any details. But dude, like we were backed up and we were headed north, so I was going home. But traffic heading south, completely like no car was moving. me. That's the first time I've ever seen a freeway with no cars moving, and this ambulance is just
Basically LA.
hauling, dude. It's hauling on the going the wrong side, like going on the wrong side of the
Yeah.
road, just hauling balls, dude. We saw the helicopter take off and fly as soon as we
Those
got
had to have
by.
been the people then. In the, I
Yeah,
wonder,
well, they
was
one
it just
guy.
two- you know if it was just two people?
It was
on the
just
plane?
two, but one guy got life flighted. The other guy got shipped in the ambulance. So I'm assuming the guy in the helicopter was in worse condition. But
Yeah.
anyway, dude, traffic was backed up for. I swear to you, dude, it was like 2 or 3 miles, just bumper to bumper, 5 lanes,
Oh,
the whole
dude.
freaking way, dude.
Oof.
Like I'm gonna pull up the video, but dude, it was insane. I've never seen an airplane like that. You know?
You saw the actual plane then?
Yeah, we saw the plane.
Okay.
But dude, there were so many cars, there were so many freaking ambulances, fire trucks.
Oh, dude, that's horrible.
That is so crazy.
What happened when your dad went through it? Did he say?
Well, they were just driving back home. They saw it. I don't remember the full story about it. I just know that he said that they saw the plane on the freeway, and apparently the person in the plane is dead for sure.
Oh, man.
And I don't remember exactly what. Maybe you could look it up, like Utah crash 20. What would it be? 17, I guess. You could probably look that up at some point.
Right there.
Was this today?
Oh, yeah, go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one day ago. That's it.
There's a video, though.
Yeah, it's on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Someone got the video of the plane coming down?
That's the game.
No. It's got to just be, like, talking about it after.
That'd be the "why are you filming" moment, you know?
Yeah.
If you got it
Seriously.
down.
Or get, like, well, if you have a dash cam or something.
Let me see. I saw the video. It was on the news.
Could you just hit the video section on Google?
Right there. What is that? It's probably just like a plane came down.
Ooh,
Oh, on dash cam it is.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
shoot.
Ooh, here it is. But this.
Go full screen. Oh,
Mind
there
you
it
guys,
is
I
right
haven't
there,
seen
dude.
this.
It came from the back.
You already passed. You got to go back.
Wait,
Yeah,
oh,
go back, look.
Go back.
Look, it's right there. Look, there's the hole in the billboard right there.
Watch the billboard.
Yeah, right there. Watch it. It comes through the back.
Oh.
That's in the median, dude. That's in the middle, isn't it? Or
No,
is that to the
that's
side?
on the left.
Bro.
Oh, okay. Depends on where you're coming from, but it's on the opposite side right
That's
here.
crazy, dude.
That guy got it too.
There's so many dash cams out there nowadays, you know? It's pretty incredible that we as a society have been able to record so much of our lives with like
Just with
dash cams,
dash
cell
cams,
phones, and all that
dude.
kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. Gotta love all these
Bro,
ads
that
popping up too.
Sucks, dude.
Fox 13.
Welcome to Woodland
There's
Direct.
an ad that's
We
gonna.
are the
Yep.
experts
Oh,
in
yep.
fire.
The
And
best
we're here
part
to help
about
you get the
those,
right indoor
hitting
or
cars.
outdoor fire.
Hopefully.
Did they
But-
We're still
survive?
following that breaking news in Ogden where a plane crash has closed I-15
Yeah, that's trippy. I don't.
southbound.
Do you think they're gonna
And 2 people
copyright
were
us for
injured in
this?
that crash.
Right now, Fox 15's Al Thomas
hope
is
not.
at the scene near Airport
Well, it's on
Road
YouTube
in
now, is it,
Royale. What
Skylar?
can you tell
No.
us?
Hey,
Oh,
Brian
yeah, there's the
Pearson, so police
billboard.
are
Yeah.
telling us that the plane, for some
So they
reason,
hit
was
it from the
unable to
back
gain
for sure.
altitude.
Yeah.
Ultimately came
Uh-huh.
crashing
They were
down
going
right onto the
south.
shoulder of the road. I want you to take a look up here behind me.
They
See
got
where
pretty
that
lucky they hit,
billboard is
like,
all
they didn't hit the
crashed
whole
up.
thing.
That's
Seriously,
where the
dude.
plane
I wonder if they were like
ultimately hit
pulling up.
before coming to a crash. There
I
on
wonder
the
what was
shoulder
that
of
just going
I-15.
on.
I wanna
Like
show you some
maybe
video that
something
we had
happened
of
with the
viewers
plane
sending
where they
to
had to
us.
get they
Police
started
said people
going
were
down or
quick to the
something,
scene,
or what do you
jumping
think
Look
could
at
out,
that,
happen?
dude. I
bringing
don't
out a
know.
fire extinguisher,
But all these people
trying
freaking
to help
stopped and were
as
trying to
much
help
as
them
they could.
out.
Now, this was a single-engine plane, and it was being
But
used
we
for
were
flight
driving by,
lessons
dude.
out
Like
of the
we
Ogden
came by
airport.
way after
2
this.
men
Yeah.
were
Like,
taken to the
it's like
hospital.
Well,
One
there
of
was
them
no
like-
cars. See how
was
cars are
believed to
driving?
be
It was
an
completely blocked
instructor.
off. There was
Now,
like
one of the guys was
15
flown to the
cops,
Ogden
whole bunch of
airport.
These are
ambulances.
random citizens.
Yeah, dude. These are
I
just.
love that dude's got the fire
Hey, he's got a fire
extinguisher.
extinguisher.
Shout out to that
Five-
guy.
Yeah,
he's got
dude.
five
Saving
fi-
people's
Look at that, he's
lives.
got five
Look at that
fire
guy.
extinguishers.
Those two guys are trying to help
Bunch
him
of
out of the
them.
plane.
Injuries are
Dude, I
not
wouldn't move 'em.
life-threatening,
Yeah, you shouldn't
so
move
that's
'em.
what
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do here. Now, what
Probably
we
just
do
talk
need
to
to
him
keep
I mean,
in
they're
mind
they're
is
cool-
highway
they're
closure
they're making sure it's not
obviously
exploding or
causing
anything
some
with the
damage.
fire extinguisher.
You're
That's
on
That's
good.
traffic. So this is like 2 or 3 miles before it. So they're trying to get everybody to get off right there and take a different
go to the
route.
back roads, yeah.
Because when we were driving by, dude, this
Did
is.
you make it to the back road, or did you go on the freeway?
No, we're coming south. We're coming north. We're on the other
okay.
side, so we were fine. But it was crazy, dude. Like this, when we drove by this, it was insane, dude. Because from right here, what you're seeing was 5 lanes coming to 2, and it was backed up hella far.
Oh, I
dude.
believe it.
It was crazy, man. Oh, it was so
For now, we're live and right. Al Thomas.
That ad right there that says your son, your daughter. God kind of.
Oh, Thane,
I'm
don't
not-
even.
nah.
He's gonna get into that.
Thane's loving some interesting advertisings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to share. Is there was
Alabama.
a freaking plane crash, dude.
Not the
Sorry.
time, Thane. Not the
I'm
time.
sorry.
Anyway,
Too soon,
Thane, you want to wrap us up with whatever you were gonna say?
He's just gonna talk about some
Short
interesting
subject. Physical.
sexual stuff.
What? No, I was talking about physical versus digital.
Or it could
Oh,
be,
yeah,
or it
that's
could be
what it was.
intellectual versus incestual.
Whoa. do you
Uh,
want to shift this topic for next week?
well, how long do you want to talk for it about?
I just
Which
wanna ask-
one?
Don't worry,
Alright.
Thane. We can keep it till next week.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Let's
That's
just end the
we
podcast
can talk about that
there,
for
okay?
hours.
It's one
It's gonna be the running joke, me wanting to pull up the physical versus digital debate, and it never happens.
Well,
Okay.
all right.
Well, yeah.
Then we'll do that next week,
Yeah.
unless we forget.
Yeah, let's
Wait, do you want to
forget
talk
again.
about it?
Well, I was asking.
What
like,
time we got on the
most-
on the timer?
An hour.
Really, now
We're good.
So on
Yeah, we can do it.
So most, I'm not talking about just video games. I'm talking about most media. Would you go physical or digital?
well, here's the thing, Thane.
let's not debate it yet.
Wait,
let's
wait.
answer it. One of
Yeah.
us, each of us, answer video
gonna-
games, music,
Yeah, let's
and
break it
movies.
down.
well,
Let's
what
break
is
it
this?
down.
Is this to have, or is it? Well, is it like?
Just straight up.
Yeah.
Let's just straight up answer it. Owning the physical version compared to a digital version.
Yeah.
Music, video games, and movies. Answer all three of
And
those,
books even.
and we'll start
Okay.
with Thane, then go down. Oh yeah, books too.
Yeah.
So let's do those four.
Literature,
Let's go down from
literature.
Thane all the way over to me.
Okay, so for video games, it really like is a mix. Like
Just
on
yes
my-
or no.
yeah.
Just yes or no, Thane. That's all we're
I'd
doing
say
right
digital.
now.
Are we
Okay?
gonna debate it after?
We will
Because
debate it
I'm gonna
after, yeah.
debate myself.
We'll talk about it after. Yeah.
Digital for
impartial
video
on some of
games.
This guy's really good at debating himself.
It's no,
Digi-
not
I guess
November,
digital
baby.
for movies because of all the streaming. Digital for literature mostly, and digital for music. That's kind of all. So mostly digital, yeah.
Okay. Zay.
Video games, I don't have a preference. Most likely digital.
Yeah.
Most likely. Music, I do like to collect vinyl, so that's physical. Just depends on what it is, though.
See, that's my problem
So,
too.
like, I don't buy every album I listen to, of course, but if it's something I really want, I'd like to keep, then I do get a physical copy. Books, I do really like physical books, so I think that one, physical, and the movies, I don't have any. So, yeah, physical or digital.
Video games, digital, because I don't know. I've had way too many CDs break over the past, so like the fact that it's digital is super convenient for me.
This guy just answer it.
Music,
He's gonna go into it.
I know, because music.
We'll talk about it after, Scott.
Okay, fine. Music's hard for me, but I will say that probably 98% digital is music for me. Movies, digital, because I can make tons and tons and tons of copies. This is why I like digital for probably everything. And books, I like digital as well. So I'm an all digital guy,
Okay.
except for that 2% music.
So, video games, I like physical. Movies, I like digital. Music, I like digital. And books, I like physical.
There you go.
Right down the middle. Split
My
it
man
halfway.
right there.
There you go.
So, Thane, I want to hear your not arguments. Let's just tell us why you pick
So-
your reason. Like, what's your reasons for why you picked what?
So for video games, here's the thing. When it comes to like the consoles that like no matter if you buy the disc or buy it digital, you have to like download the whole game. I don't care either way. I'll just get it digital because it's like right there. It's convenient, and yeah. But sometimes like but Shenmue 3 came in. I bought that, but I backed that years ago, and that's a physical copy. No, but more recent Death Stranding because I just wanted a physical copy, and
But why? Why'd you want a physical copy? That's what I'm wondering.
just to like kind of display.
He's a fan
Yeah.
of
There it
video.
is.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, but for Switch, the cartridges actually save space because it doesn't download all the way on there.
Oh, it's true.
That's why there's a rumor going around that PlayStation 5 will have cartridges. Whether that's true or not, I wouldn't look past Sony or even Microsoft doing that. So yeah, and but yeah, and here's a question: on your computers, when's the last time you used your CD tray?
I don't have one.
Sadly, I have a new computer without one.
Yeah, exactly. Either
I
But I
actually
did-
have a disc tray.
I used my disc tray in my old
The-
computer when I first moved here.
do you use it for games though?
Not for
No,
games.
never for
Yeah,
games.
exactly. For games, no.
Well,
so
do they-
PC completely
do-
digital?
do they
for
make-
almost
they-
everyone.
music,
Do
though.
they still make PC disc games?
Yeah, at Walmart you can go
Yeah.
look, but sometimes just a box says Steam code inside. It's like doesn't even have. It's just a box to display.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like, yeah, okay.
See, if I were to buy it, I would want like the actual
So
disc.
I guess
Yeah.
in this argument, if you're just a straight PC player, you probably just say digital because
that's
but
definitely
for
me.
console, it's might vary.
That's true.
Yeah, and for movies,
Good point, Dane.
For movies,
Great
TV, I guess I'll kind of lump it. For movies and music, streaming is such a big thing. So physical media, I guess it's for if people really like that movie, they just want a copy of that movie. But other than that, you'll probably find it on a streaming service. But I could see why people want to just buy a movie physical, because what if it's on a service you can't
don't have.
don't have, and you don't want to rent it or buy a digital copy because it could get lost because depending on where you bought it, you didn't download
See,
it.
I got an argument for that too
Yeah.
for streaming services.
There's too
I guess
many
I'll
of them.
just tell you right now is to rent a movie or a show on some external besides Redbox. This is excluding Redbox. To rent a movie digitally though is like still $3 to $5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most subscription services are
7 to 8.
$7 to
Depending on how
$8
many
bucks.
devices you
So you buy the subscription service for 1 month, watch your movie, and you get tons of others for another month. Like
Yeah.
this is why subscription services will always beat renting,
Yeah.
other than Redbox, because Redbox is $1.
Yeah. That's why all of like Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, all those guys, they died because of streaming and Redbox.
And VHS.
Yeah.
So let's hear you, Zay. Well, what are your reasonings for your answers?
I'm just not a huge PC gamer,
yeah.
so it blows though, because Xbox if you don't have a big storage, like
Yeah.
Dane said, if you don't have big storage, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So
No matter if it's physical or digital.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that I don't know. I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
Also, the only
game-wise.
game today he plays Fortnite.
Hey, that's rude.
It's true.
I play GTA. I play sports games. I like
Okay.
sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just not. I think for games, I'm just not.
That's
It doesn't really matter to me. Music, it does. I like to collect. I'm a disc jockey. No, I like to listen to vinyl. Like, so it just depends. I like to collect those as well, just to have. I don't know. It just makes it cooler to me. And then books, I prefer to have a physical book. I do like digital for sure, but I prefer to have a physical one. I don't know, just I like it a lot better.
Here's the thing about digital books: they seem cheaper than physical.
Yeah,
a lot
that's-
of
oh, yeah,
times. Yeah.
They're the same though.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It just depends. I
They
think.
should be cheaper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
What's your
And then
reasons?
audiobooks
Oh.
too, I guess. I like audiobooks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like listening to
audiobooks.
audiobooks.
are great because sometimes my attention span is pretty short, so I just want to listen to a book.
Depends.
Mhm.
If it, like for a drive, I like
Yeah.
audiobooks. It just makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then movies, I just don't. What I do like though is if I see, for example, I bought like a whole box set of a cartoon animated series that I like a Nickelodeon series. So that I did buy the whole box set because I wanted it.
Yeah.
So I have that. I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah, I also bought both Avatar and Korra on DVD just because, like, it's not
If you got
streaming
Korra,
anywhere.
let me watch it.
Okay, yeah.
You said you didn't want to watch it.
Because I didn't think we had it.
I told you we did.
I saw. You saw it on my show. I was like,
Zane
maybe I
owns
will
it,
watch it.
And I own it. We both do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in. We gotta finish all our other crap
We got a
first.
bunch of
yeah.
other shows. Okay, Sky, what are your reasons?
That's it.
So for video games, I like digital better because I've had way too many bad experiences of games getting scratched. I know that the Blu-ray games, CDs they make now, it's a lot harder to ruin those.
Yeah.
So I guess you can kind of throw that argument out the window. But for me personally, I like the digital better. It's faster, plus I don't have a console, so that's probably the main reason why. And I don't care much to collect games. I have a pretty big video game collection, mind you, but I don't know. I don't care, I guess.
You don't have to create space like that.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like that though.
I guess if you like the look,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, if you have like a small room or don't have a lot of storage space, I could see that being another reason.
Yeah. Music, I like streaming. I said digital because I like streaming better. It's convenient. I can pay Spotify $10 a month and I get unlimited songs. I don't have to just buy one album and I'm limited to 10 songs.
Not everything's on there though.
That's what YouTube's for. I'm just
Yeah.
combining all streaming services.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the 2% is if there's a band I like, I will buy the physical album, like the CD. I've only ever bought CDs, but I definitely want to branch out into either vinyl or the tapes.
Never buy tapes.
Cole,
Quality's bad.
it's not for listening; it's collecting. This
Oh,
is
okay.
the
That's
way
Depends on
I'm
what you're
buying.
buying it for.
Why
I
I'm-
thought you were listening to. I think you're going to listen to. I'm like, don't get it
No.
for the quality.
No. And mind you, all the records I have bought, I've never opened, so it's definitely just to have.
Gotcha.
So if I ever buy a physical copy of music, like an album, it's just to have, like to collect.
Gotcha.
My collection's very small too, so it's not like I'm a big collector. That's why I said 2%. Other than that, I like digital for streaming because, like I said, unlimited songs. Movies, I like digital better. DVDs break. I don't have a DVD player. And I remember when I was a kid, I'm still salty about this. With our VHS tapes, you had to rewind them. And there was a movie I really liked called Dinosaurs, and I would watch it all the freaking time. Well, my tape got worn out because of all the times I had to
Yep.
rewind it.
Yep. That happens
So-
to VHS a lot.
I'm
It's kinda
real,
cool though. To think about.
I
it.
think it's kind of neat.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
but be kind, rewind. That was always our motto in the house.
That's crazy. That was a thing. That's cool.
But yeah, I like digital better for streaming movies. It's just better. For books, I don't know. I'm impartial. I like digital better because I can literally Google any book online. Plus, with what's the audio?
Audible.
Not Audible. Maybe it is Audible because you can get physical copies on
Audiobooks?
there too. Well, it's not just the audiobooks. It's like Amazon's
Oh,
book,
Kindle or
Kindle,
whatever?
something like
Oh,
that.
the Kindle.
Kindle
You can
reading.
read along with
Yeah,
it.
since I have Amazon Prime, I get a bunch of books that I'm able to be able to read. I don't know. I'm all about paying less money for more content, which I think anybody is. That's why streaming services are awesome. But
Steam
like I said, that
sales.
2%, I like to have the physical, and I will say it's probably only with music. I own 2 books, and one of them's my grandfather's. So that goes to show you what kind of physical books I have.
Gotcha. So for me, I like physical books just because I like to read physical books better than I like to read digital books. Mind you, I don't read very many books, but when I do, I will read them physical. It's very hard for me to read a digital thing.
Stare at the screen for that long.
The only thing that I do read digital is the monthly chapter of Attack on Titan. It's the one thing I will read digital just because, it's hard to get because it's
It's
coming
in-
from Japan.
Well, because
It's
if
the only
that,
thing,
you
yeah.
try to get it every month. That'd
Exactly,
be kinda
yeah. TV shows and movies, I'm exactly the same as Zay. I like to stream it because it's super easy, convenient, but I do like to buy specific shows that I really like or specific movies that I really like. Like I own Steins Gate. That's my favorite anime. I have that on Blu-ray just because I think it's my favorite one. That's why I bought it, and it's real cheap. What's the next one?
Music or
Music. I'm very similar to Zay as well. I like to collect vinyl, but I don't do it too much anymore because when I was collecting vinyl heavily, I would record my vinyl onto an audio file so that I could listen
Yeah.
to it on my cell
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
And at that point I realized, what the heck? Let's just get Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I stopped listening to vinyl. But I'm one of those weird purists that think vinyl is like the cleanest way to listen to a soundtrack. I think it has the best
Yeah.
sound. That is if you have the best speakers and a very
Yeah.
good
needle.
player.
Yeah.
As for video games, as you all know, I like to collect. I collect a lot of video games. I've got a huge collection that is not here in this house, although I've got a bunch of games here. That's why I like physical. And Thane brought up how nowadays they have games with just codes inside of them. I own 2 of those.
Does that make you mad?
No, I love it. I
Oh,
think it's
okay,
awesome
okay.
because it gives me exactly what I want. I get the game and I get to put something on a shelf. I have Minecraft for the Vita. that came with just a code and a case. And also, that game right over there, Sonic Mania on the Nintendo Switch, that entire box came with a statue, a couple little props in there, and a code to download the game. So I'm all for the limited edition futures where it's going to be this really cool box set with just a code to download the game. Bring it on. Something to put on a shelf, and I get the game.
Well, Sonic Mania, they do now have a physical version.
Correct, but I do as well, Thane.
But you want to know the best part about the physical version is that when you flip it over, it's like a Genesis case when you flip it out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's probably the best part.
Well, needless to say, in the next 5 to 10 years, I don't know. I feel like they're always going to be making physical copies, but I feel like the Switch is already here. Like, physical's going away.
So, with that said, let's go down the line one more time. What do you think is the best method of getting content right now, Thane? Go.
Digital.
Zay?
Most people are very impatient, so yeah.
Just say
digital.
for you though.
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, any type of content.
Any and all. What is the best way to get it?
Just thinking about how much I use like my phone for music and like computer and stuff. Yeah, I'd say digital.
This guy?
Digital
For me
100%.
as well. Digital is the future,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
I am all for it.
Me
However,
too.
I like to collect things, but now that I know that I can buy a little case with nothing in it but a code, I'm all for it. Bring it on, baby. I can
I
still
have a
I can put an
feeling-
empty case on a shelf.
I have a feeling whether or not companies start going
Bankrupt.
digital,
Oh.
like 90% of them do. I have a feeling there's going to be those little niche companies that like to make physical
And there will
things.
be like limited run games, things like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You'll see that a lot.
I mean, there's always going to be. I think there's always going to be a market for people that like.
There
like
will
to
be.
collect.
Well,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so I think when Halo Infinite drops, I'm probably going to buy the physical. Cause
Well, I don't.
I
think
want
there
to
will
have,
be.
whatever,
I
their
don't
box,
think Xbox.
their box with a code, whatever they have, I'm
I don't
probably going
think
to buy
their
it.
next. So I have. This is another grand theory of mine.
Mhm.
The next Xbox will be completely 100% digital. The PlayStation, if the cartridge rumor is not true, it will be completely 100%
Yep.
digital.
Okay,
That's my guess.
so for anyone listening then, just get a PC. In my humble opinion, get a PC over the next Xbox.
yeah, don't buy an Xbox. If you want to
Yeah.
play Microsoft games, get a PC. Best way to
Yeah.
do it.
Unless you don't have the money. Like, if you don't have the money, let's say you got $300 or $400 and you want to buy the new Xbox, fine. But if you can, just get a PC, because Xbox is putting all their games online anyway. So
Yeah, they're starting to do that.
Steam, of all places, they have their own
Yeah.
marketplace and they're putting it on Steam.
Yeah.
They put them on both. but
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's
cool,
true.
though.
Also, the Netflix for Xbox, the Game Pass, still the biggest dick in the game streaming service, I will
in
say.
a good way though.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good way. Biggest, like, not like a dick, like, oh, that guy's a dick, but like,
Hung.
Like,
yeah, hung.
Like Thane.
Bigger
guys,
than
like
Thane.
Whoa, big.
Sorry, Thane.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's big.
Whoa.
It's big.
It's huge.
We're gonna be huge.
it's gonna be huge.
Well, gamers, you guys got anything else you want to spit some game on? Hey, also, I did want to point out, for us being gamers, we finally talked about video games on our show.
What do you mean? We talk about games every week, I think.
Yeah, I seriously think we do too.
Yeah.
Maybe
There's
it's
always
just
a
me.
game that gets slipped in there.
Always at least
Thanks
one
to this
thing.
guy, it's always either him or him.
So me and you just need to learn more about things that
I don't know what I'm gonna say.
he breaks his Fortnite controllers.
If I say something like it's not gonna be very. It's not something that's like there's not much input. Like, oh, the game's fun. Yeah.
Woo.
Ain't fun.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking around.
I finally remembered. Remember when I went on that long spiel of randomness and I
Yeah.
told you I couldn't
Yeah.
know what I was thinking of? I finally figured it out.
Spit it.
Hurry, say it before you forget it.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. So when we rebrand, let's get our podcast on Spotify, on iTunes, on
Listen
all
to
those
this
different
guy.
things. We'll
Listen.
figure that
And-
out. That'll be the next rebrand.
And at the end of the second season, we'll release the lost episode.
That Thane still has.
Yeah, I still have. I thought we lost it. Turns out Turns out my mind lost it because I am a dummy dumb. So it's on my computer, and so we will put it up. I don't know why I didn't edit it right when, but I guess we just weren't doing because I guess we weren't enthusiastic to do the podcast.
Thanks
or
for
something.
listening and watching.
But
Subscribe, hit the like button, and
Or-
watch all of our videos.
Or what we could do is we can put it on one big streaming thing, like Spotify or something.
Dude, let's
Yeah.
make our own streaming service.
Yeah.
Let's call it radkatz plus. You guys can
Okay.
get our videos a month early.
Or radkatz like
Patreon.
negative or minus. Or something.
Oh.
Yeah, radkatz minus.
Radkatz
So
minus.
in fact, you give us money and we don't give you anything. That's why it's radkatz minus.
Yeah. Or
'Cause you lose
or
and we win.
or you pay to listen to it, but
We're
you
a
end up
normal
losing anyway because you don't gain
We're a
anything.
You're
normal
bad. It's
Patreon
bad-
account.
Bad content.
Bad
What are you talking
content
about? We educate people.
on how to ruin their lives. Hey, I think if you're still listening at this point, if you heard the end, if you skip to the end, that's totally fine. If you think we should put it on Spotify or I'm
We already have it on
thinking it's
If
gonna
we
be
do it on
Spotify.
one, if we do it on one, or do it on all of them, I think,
Yeah.
because I think you get an RSS feed that can go to every single
We
one.
put
of
it
them.
on.
Yeah,
we
that's
put it
true.
on
Okay,
Spotify.
that's fine.
We
I'm just
put it on
thinking.
Tidal.
I
we
just
put
I guess
it
I don't know
on.
how it works because if you have to
Put
pay
it
for
on
each
Thane's
one.
back.
Well,
Put
we're
it
gonna
on-
have to see
and his
because
foot.
we're paying $16 a month right now for SoundCloud.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pays it.
What? Really?
Dude, I've been paying $16 a month for like 2
Yeah, you know
years.
that?
I did not know that. I thought it was free.
No.
But
It's
listen,
free to listen to.
this is why I chose SoundCloud. Mind you,
'Cause it's free to listen
yeah,
to.
it's free to listen to. In order to listen on Spotify, you have to.
Doesn't matter. There's other places you can listen to podcasts for free.
Where?
iTunes podcast is free. There's plenty of podcast apps on the App Store that is free.
Are you sure?
I'm
Yes.
positive. That's what
Yes.
I listen to.
Okay.
They're a premium. They're always
Oh
gonna have
my
a premium
goodness.
version on
Wait,
there.
If I knew this, we would have
Yeah.
been doing this a long time ago.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't know
listen
you were
to-
paying
listen
money.
to Apple Podcasts on your device?
I don't. I
Oh,
use
okay.
Spotify now because I paid for Spotify. But before I paid for Spotify, I used the.
Is there an
Well,
app or
I don't
something?
remember what it was called. There's Google Podcasts. That's free.
Yeah.
That's the replacement. Let me just look up a couple.
So I'm just thinking about like the devices that.
That's the reason I
That
did
our
SoundCloud
listeners
is
have, though.
because
They
it
got,
was universal.
Castbox.fm. We got Podcast Player, Podcast Addict, Google Podcast, Stitcher, one of the
Oh, I've heard of
most
Stitcher,
popular
yeah.
ones of all time.
Yeah.
Like these
So-
are all free sources. Why? How did I not know this?
I thought you knew, Cole.
Are
it's
you
like-
mad at me?
I'm not
for
mad at
doing
you.
this?
I just didn't know that you were paying
I'm not
money
mad
to do
at you.
that.
Well,
I'm just disappointed.
Here's the thing, though. This is why I chose it, is because it was universal. I'm like, okay, well, I looked into how to get it on all these different platforms, and it was kind of a nightmare. So
If
I
we
was
can
like,
get an RSS feed for $16 or less, then we're gonna switch even before we do this.
All right.
rebranding
So
thing.
if you have an RSS feed,
You
can
can put
upload
on
it to anything.
any of them, yeah.
And that's that's it then. You don't have
Yeah.
to pay for each.
I'm pretty
I
sure
thought you had
that's
to
how
pay
it
for each
works.
service.
That's how that's
Well-
how it worked in the past when I was
Oh.
researching.
we're gonna
it.
have to look into it. But Thick's on Spotify, and he says that he's not paying for it. Like, you do not need to pay for Spotify. Mind you, Spotify takes pretty much all your money from everything that you make on there.
True.
So
You don't really make one, yeah.
no, but you
Yeah.
can make money on SoundCloud. I need to do more research, but like I said, the reason I
Yeah.
chose SoundCloud is because, one, it's really popular. People still use SoundCloud, and it says it's one of the biggest podcasting
I disagree with
websites
that.
out there.
No one goes to SoundCloud for podcasts.
Yeah,
I
I will agree with that. I don't go to. I don't go to.
don't think
Depends.
anybody
I go to
does.
listen to trash posts on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Let us know what you
Yeah.
think. If what would be easiest, or what do you think would be the best route to go from here? We'll decide, but we want to hear your input.
I mean, I honestly think that Spotify is the biggest one. Like, we get on Spotify, I think we're fine. But I'm not saying we should only be on Spotify. I would like to be on other places too.
Yeah, just
But-
in case, because I can understand if someone doesn't want to pay for Spotify just to listen to the podcast.
And that was my whole reasoning behind it, is like, in order to like click specific tracks, you gotta pay for it. You know what I mean? So,
So I think we do more than one.
but I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry about it, okay? You just be you. We'll be us.
Don't worry about
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna stop recording this thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, friendos. Have a good rest of your night, evening, morning, or day.
And as always,
Drive safe.
Have a great Tuesday.
because it's not Monday. We'll hit a Monday one of these.
Be safe.